I'm a lieutenant with the Houston Police Department. At the time that this crime occurred, I was assigned to a division of the police department to investigate those who were committing identity theft. I was assigned to the financial crimes unit. And lo and behold, I became a victim of it. Someone had compromised my personal identifying information and opened up a fraudulent online bank account. With that bank account, the suspect in the case swindled money from a university. And because the bank account was opened up in my name, obviously I was a suspect. The investigation revealed that years ago, my information was compromised when I was a young child and being carried on my father's insurance at the company he worked for. It was discovered that somebody in their human resources department had stolen information on several of the employees and their beneficiaries, their children, the whole 9 yards, and that information was sold to a group of individuals and then resold to other individuals. And not only was I a victim of identity theft, there was hundreds of us. It could have happened at any given time. My dad worked for this company for years and years and years, and in insurance, when you're carried under somebody's insurance policy, they have, just like when you pay taxes, it's all based on your Social Security number, your date of birth, your name, and the company had that information on file for years and years and years, and it most likely occurred at some time when I was in college, which was 10 years before the crime actually occurred. But that information was readily available. Just like your information is sleeping when you go to the doctor's office or an emergency room or a hospital, that information is obtained and it's sleeping there, and unless it's kept under lock and key, it could be accessed. I have a fraud alert on my credit history to make sure no one is applying for credit in my name, but I'm still becoming a victim every so often. Since my information's out there, crooks try to use my information to establish bank accounts under my name to perpetrate crimes, and luckily I'm able to stop it before it gets the ball rolling on where they can actually commit a crime. There's numerous ways to check your credit history. You can do it online. You can actually contact the 3 credit bureaus in writing, saying I want a copy of my credit report, and to look at your credit history to make sure there's not too many inquiries on your name that you didn't make in applying for credit cards or loans or anything based on credit. I didn't obtain a financial loss per se, but what I did obtain was, for a period of months, my name being dragged through the mud. And me as a police officer, that really affected my job because I was being investigated by another law enforcement agency, and my department has to follow a certain protocol in case I was the suspect and it was proved that I was the person who had done this, that they had to protect themselves. So for a period of time, I wouldn't say I was frowned upon by my police department, but I was looked at with a cautious eye. And that in itself was pretty devastating.